Thanks for joining me in a quick paint run through of the latest couple of shells that I've done. This is all sped up to about 25 times normal speed just to get the whole thing done, to be honest. Starting off with the usual center line down the middle of the shell and design marked out. Luckily this particular one is the second of the batch, which means I already had the stencils made from the first shell. So it's just a matter of popping it on, mirroring it across, and going from there. Then the painstaking individual cut lines and trim lines for what will turn out to be the quite heavy black line. As you can see here, it's not always possible to transfer straight across, so there's a little bit of looking at the other body shell and trying to work out, get it as close as we possibly can. You'll notice occasionally there's a bottle of meths beside me, which is used to clean off any excess lines that shouldn't be there. It's the beauty of using the permanent markers, Sharpies and bits and pieces like that. It's simply that it works out and allows you to chop and change as you go. Over years I've found the easiest way to do a trim line is to cut the initial line as close to your layout lines as you can, clean off the marker, and then from there you can judge a perfect 1 to whatever millimeter thick line that you want to from this. Just the easiest way to get it consistent, simply because if you take it off the top of the shell, you've always got the thickness of the body shell, which depending on the angle you're looking at can skew where you're up to with it. If anybody can come up with a better way to remove the mask that's needed at this point, I'm all ears. Into the what-ass then, or the workshop of dreams and stuff. Start off, as with everything, always go from dark to light where at all possible. So first thing we're going to do is the sort of thick black trim line, window surrounds, stuff like that to go on. As ever, light coats, force dry if you need to, if you're in a bit of a rush like we always are. Force dry stuff and light coats is always a better way to go for longevity and everything else. So you can see our trim line is now completed. I'm either looking at photographs or else replying to text messages, one of the two. And yeah, then it's the next coat down. Strangely for this, it's the fluorescent center section, which is next up. So a quick blast of isopropyl alcohol to prep the surface, and then a few light coats of this is a pearlescent lilac. Actually, it's a really cool color. I can't remember which. But yeah, it goes really well. What this does, we're going to leave a transparent-ish coat on this now, and then we're going to use the backing colors to add the depth and the tinting to it. So with 3 or 4 coats of the purple down, we're then going to edge round the design with just a plain solid white. Once we get 2 or 3 coats in this, then we'll move on to backing this up with a dark purple, and that will give us the differential between the outer and the main color as well, and just sort of makes everything that bit sharper looking. After this then we're on to the next section, which is the rear splatters in white. Dead easy, do it with a brush, flick away at it. Unfortunately my camera died, so you're gonna have to live with me in this. And then the white at the front is, as you'd expect, white. Not that exciting. But there's a couple of photographs of the finished article. Hope that gives you an idea just what goes into these. But for now, that's all we have. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the flip side.